right? And then what's interesting is, verse 6, likewise urge the younger men to be self-controlled. That's it. That's it. There's three reasons I believe that the list for younger men is that list in chapter 1. My first reason, not my strongest, the fact that there's no list in chapter 2. Amen? I didn't say it was the strong reason. I just said it's a reason. There's no list in chapter 2. It makes no sense. Why isn't there a list in chapter 2? There's a list, right, for older women and younger women. There's no list for older men and younger men, okay? There's a second reason. Look at verse 7. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works. And in your teaching, show integrity, dignity, and sound speech that cannot be condemned, so that an opponent may be put to shame, having nothing evil to say against us. Show yourself in all respects to be a model of good works. Riddle me this. Why would elders need to model something that is only required of them? That makes no sense. You model something for people to follow. Right? I mean, if nobody's going to follow, you're not modeling, you're performing. Right? But he says, show yourself to be a model. And then there's a third reason that I'm arguing that the list for all godly men is this list we find in chapter 1. Remember, number 1, there's no list in chapter 2. Number 2, the elders are supposed to be modeling something. And here's number 3. There's nothing on this list that you're willing to say, no, I'll pass on that one for my son. Nothing in this list. Everything in this list, anyone who's raising a son, any Christian who wants to raise a godly son, you are going to hold on to everything in this list and not pass over any stitch of it. This is the list, which means, young men, hear me. If you want to see what it looks like and what you need to prepare for in order to be a godly man and a godly husband and a godly father who shepherds his family, this is what you pay attention to. This is what you pursue. If you're raising a young man, this is the standard to which we call him. And it's incredibly important because if we don't, the world has a standard.